because it's early in the day here in Bahrain. When again, as we get underway for race 1 of the weekend here in the JTCL. And he is going to lead up Anthony because we'll cut down the outside. Not really too much to fight for at the top of the title, but of course there is the fight between Bahrain and Savonier as we head through here then. And Jensen, he will lead. First goes second, then Savonier, Milligan, then forward comes Babuma, Smith, Jones, Berman, Keita, Wood. As we look back down the field, Hansen is at the back. Jensen. So what he got to wait for them, it's super to come to the pressure from Chabonnier. So I think Babuma is going wheel to wheel with James Smith here for 5th position. And now as they head through here, and then Babuma comes to the inside, and Babuma is ahead, stays ahead in 5th position. Savonier is on the back of Snipers to 2nd. Milligan Macy in 4th position behind him. So he went to the hairpin. Keita going down the inside on Jones for 8th position, and as they get off the corner, Kate Jones gets a better exit, and Keita stays behind. In 9th position, we can see Bass has dropped a couple of places down to 15th already after starting 11th. So there we go, and that is a pit stop incoming for Andres Losso, who's got no front end. So what happened to Andreas Losso in the early stages of this race? And I think we're about to find out here, as that is Ruben Martinez, who went a little bit wide, came back on the track and hits Losso. So it's a messy moment as we actually see Babuma going up the inside of Milligan going up the hill. He's going to have to get a long way around if he wants to get this done, but Babuma is trying to get past Milligan for 4th because he knows the man ahead of him, Savonier, because around he's fighting 4th or 2nd in the championship. But Milligan holds the place for now, although Babuma is still trying it. Not going to happen there. This train is now formed up behind all the way really back, so it goes a long way around to be fair. And it's Mikael Jensen who leads by over a second to Sweepers. As into the final corner, Babuma pulls one late on Milligan at the final corner, but he was able to get the exit down. But it was an audacious one. Keita tried something similar like Jones, it didn't really work out for him either. Russell comes in for his pit stop then. As Jensen leads from Sweepers. So next, let's see into turn 1, who's going to make the manoeuvre. It's going to be Babuma who goes late again on Milligan is behind there. You can see Bergman trying to get past Smith as Babuma goes to the outside on Milligan. That now becomes the inside, and down Babuma is through to 4th position. So nice move there from Darren Babuma as he goes up to 4th position from Milligan, Smith, Bergman, Jones, Keita, JTCL, Wood. As that's a move down the inside, Jones on Keita trying to get back ahead of Keita. So that's Bergman. Jones trying to get past Bergman. And he's through. 7th position now belongs to Jack Jones, also in the pit, so he had a moment somewhere. As he gets some pulls away at the front. Further down the field. Just go at the back of the pack, but as that's a move, Bergman looking to get back for Jones. As obviously for the fight, the second. Emerging as we see Jones going to the inside on Smith for 6th, but he backs out of the move, and now Bergman pokes one down the inside, and that's a brilliant reactionary move by Aaron Bergman there. As he sneaks one up the inside on Jones and takes them onto the fight for 2nd. Well, it is 3:28 for Savonier and 3:23 for Babuma. So at the moment, you're looking pretty good if you're Savonier, but it's still going to come. As that's Kaye trying to force one for on the inside of Wood, but couldn't really get the exit. Now Rast is going to try and have a look here, but not going to happen. There for Rast in the fight for 12th. Behind them is 14th for Lewis Shaw and Shikakawa. as we see Douglas and Kalnick fighting. This is for 17th position, further down the points. And Douglas is ahead of Kalnick, the former Baltic youth, now obviously known as Waterford, but Douglas is through. He's up to 17th position. I don't think he will mind too much about that one. See Kate on the back of Jones for 8th position. So Jones, who was 7th at the start of that, now with 5 minutes of the race gone, 10 minutes ago, has dropped to 8th. Kate is going to be looking to make that 9th. As we head towards turn 1, we pull it to the inside here, Cater. He goes for it. Right down the inside he goes. I better go on the outside. That never will become the inside if he can stick it in there. Jones very much making sure that he can't. If we look further down the field, we see Rast defending from Shaw for 13th position. But Shaw going to have to go to the outside. But he is still wheel to wheel with Rast as we run towards the turn 4. Shaw is on the outside of Rast as he heads through there. Rast a little bit brave on the brakes. They both get a bit close, but Shaw stays behind. You can see Babuba is closing up to Savonier, so that'll be interesting because that's obviously for the fight for basically the non-Jensen title. Both of these men have driven excellent this season. One of them will come second and one of them will come third. Further back, you can see the fights still emerging. We're on the back of JTCL for 10th position. So we have a look at Bourbon trying to do what he did to Jones a lap ago as he sneaks one down the inside on Smith. Can he get the exit off the corner? He couldn't. But he has, to be fair. Yeah, no, he hasn't. So, yep, Smith will stay ahead of Bourbon, who tried to do what he did on Jones a lap ago. He is still angling like he could attack Smith down the inside here, though, Bourbon. He might fancy that one down the inside, but Smith covers it off. Bourbon's still trying, but it was in vain in the end as we look further back and we see Douglas has got a lot of damage. So, not sure what happened there. To see Martinez who's having a horrible race. He started 13th. Had a big accident in qualifying. And he's down to 20th at the moment. So, I'm not sure what happened to him, but his race is falling apart. But let's focus on this fight for third. Savonier versus Bavuma. Second and third in the championship. Savonier ahead by 5 points coming into this weekend. This is crucial for the non-Jensen title because, let's be honest, Jensen shouldn't even be in JTCL. He is a WTCL level driver. That's why he's at Agve next season. On board with down Bavuma for third position where he sneaks one down the inside. He goes for it. This is for third position. Bavuma's gone down the inside. It now becomes the outside. But can he keep the traction going? Down the inside. Bavuma's up to third. And that is crucial. But Andre Savonier is not going to give this up. He comes to the outside on Bavuma. Into turn 4. We saw Shaw try to do this and it didn't work out for him. Savonier tries to go right round the outside of Bavuma. That now becomes the inside line. These two going wheel to wheel in the desert. Bavuma and Savonier still going wheel to wheel for third. Savonier just ahead. Bavuma's to the outside. But then that becomes the inside for Savonier. And Bavuma's now going to have to go wide. And Bavuma's off the track. As he goes wide off the track. Comes back on and nearly hits Milligan. Down Bavuma as now Milligan goes down the inside. Great racing here in Bahrain. Bavuma stays ahead of Milligan. And Savonier is now a second up the road. Further behind them, Milligan is 5th as he now looks to the inside on Bavuma. Mark Milligan trying to go up the inside. This is the 4th position. Bit of bumping and that's not going to help him and Bavuma's got the exit. Behind them, Smith is 6th, Bergman 7th, Cater has got ahead of Jones at some point. Wound cleared off JTCL. Rast is trying to send one down the inside on Kaye, which didn't go anywhere. And Shaw, Shikakawa, County at Such and Smetsy, Martinez, Mondi, Forsberg, Hansen. Then comes Doug and Losso and Douglas and Lau. But out for 4th position and we're going to get a replay of that whole incident. Really, this fight here, where Bavuma had the inside line, can see Salvadex on the left hand side. He had then the inside line, but that then became the inside for Bavuma. So he goes back down the inside. And then what happened here with Bavuma, as he just lost the car under braking, he just locked up, couldn't turn it. Salvadex has got 2 seconds away, and now he's fighting with Mark Milligan, who's got nothing to lose. He's not really in a championship fight with anyone. He's already proven how good he is this season. He doesn't really need to worry about sending one down the inside of Bavuma, which he could do here. Order with 5.5 minutes to go. Getson leading from Slopers, Salvadex, Bavuma, Milligan, Smith, Bergman, Cater, Jones, and Wood completing out the top 10. With Genovese, Kaio, Vashor, Shikawa, Accounting, Hutchins, Betsy, Martinez, and Mundi rounding out the points. But let's see, will Martinez send it? So not Martinez, Milligan down the inside into the final corner. He thinks better of it. Should have further back, maybe a move down the order. Could potentially see Ras launch one on Kaie into the final corner. But he thinks better of it, but we'll go back to the fight for fourth position. We get a nice nose count of Mark Milligan. Probably a bit too far back to launch it on Bavuma, you would feel, but you never really know with these drivers. Into turn one, will he put out late? Milligan does it! Down the inside. That's late by Milligan. Can he get it done? Now has to go around the outside, but he is going to be ahead. And down Bavuma, who this time a lap ago was looking like he was going to snatch third away. He's now down in 5th position, and his championship rival, 70X, is miles up the road from him. That is not what he needed. Jones goes to the inside on Cater. Jack Jones trying to go down the inside on Papa Cater here. It's America versus Africa, and it's not involving race. Let's see. Although it is a race in another kind of way. Cater's got the in. Now Jones gets the inside. That then becomes the outside as they both bang wheels. And Cater stays ahead. We'll have a look though, because Bavuma might come back down the inside on Milligan here. If not, Bergman might send one on Smith. Yeah, so Bavuma too far back. Bergman doesn't go for it on Smith. But let's see, Bavuma will go back on Milligan. And if he wants any chance of catching up to Andreas Salvadex, Bavuma probably needs to get this done. Because at the moment he's about 3 seconds behind Salvadex. Obviously those two fighting out for second in the championship. With just over 3 minutes to go. Fastest time of the race, well, it's obviously going to be Mikael Jensen. Because it's always Mikael Jensen. Bavuma is hunting Milligan down though. Smith and Bergman are fighting it up for 6th position. Now Bergman's had a nice race. Started 9th, he's up to 7th. Could get 6th in off of Smith, but we're focusing on the 4th position fight between Milligan and Bavuma as we head into the final corner. Not much happens there. Let's see if Bergman goes for it on Smith. He does not, so they'll wait. Probably, you would feel, for a send into turn 1, which has been pretty successful today. Yes, you can see they're leading, but we'll go on board with down Bavuma. Let's see, we'll try and get past Mark Milligan. This is the fight, obviously, for 4th position. And now we will look into turn 1. Bavuma actually didn't send it, which is surprising. And neither did Bergman. There's Cater, there's Jones, through Genovese. Vast is cleared off. In fact, both Vast and Shaw have got ahead of Kaie. Although Kaie now comes to the inside on Shaw. Goes down the inside and gets it done. Now goes to the outside. Has no grip after banging wheels with Shaw. So Kaie stays 14th for now. Bavuma's on the back of Milligan still for 4th position. 1.5 minutes to go. So where are they at now? In fact, Williams, he's halfway through the middle sector. This might end up being the last lap of the race, which could definitely up the stakes a bit. As Bavuma looked to the inside, but didn't fully commit to the move. Minute to go. I think we might get one more lap of racing in after this one. Could be wrong. I think Jensen's going to just about make it. Yeah, he's going to the final sector now, and there's 44 seconds on the clock, so he should make it unless he spins. There we go. These are midfield action. Hutchins dropping behind the County X. They're still trying to get past Milligan. They are slowly catching up to County X, but not by too much. And not enough for Bavuma. It's just kind of around the final corner now. But let's see. And here goes the move. Bavuma's a fourth. Down the inside into the final corner on Mark Milligan. Probably won't get any exit, and that now means he's really dropped off behind Milligan. Checker flag is out for the lap that Jensen's on, so these guys don't have to worry about that one. Cater's on the back of Spurman here. The 7 probably too far back to send one, but you never really know. Yeah. He's going to send one to the inside, I'm sure here you would feel. Doesn't. Which is surprising. Hutchins is going to send one on a county though. Down the inside for 15th position. Hutchins, who hasn't really done much since entrance, so he's worried he didn't do much there. It might come under pressure up on Shikakawa. Not going to happen there. As we see Kaye not really doing anything. Bertman trying to thread one through on Smith potentially. Don't go fight for fourth now because obviously Bavuma's out. He's now dropped 2 seconds behind Milligan. We'll see if Bergman can get ahead of Smith for 6th. Behind him is Cater. With Jones a long way down the road in 9th. A bit back to the west. Jetson pulls away at the front. For Bourbon. Going up to the hill. We'll see if anyone does. Kaya got ahead of short at some point. Not sure when that happened. There we go. And now we get to congratulate Mikael Jensen on winning another race. What do I even say? This man is WTCL level. And yeah, he's been allowed to race in JTCL. Mikael Jensen. Crossing the line. Wins the second last race of the season. They'll probably win against tomorrow, let's be honest. Anthony Cypers comes through to take second. Just solid all out. Sony X was third, so his championship advantage over Bavuma extends. Milligan ends up in 4th position, with Bavuma in 5th, Smith in 6th, Bergman behind him is 7th, then Cater. Jones ends up 9th, Wood completes out the top 10, ahead of Jeddah BC in 11th. Fast crosses the line 12th. Kaye will cross the line 13th ahead of Shaw, who ends up 14th. And Kalnias will cross the line 15th. Hutchins behind him at 16th. Shikakawa, and then a poor race from Martinez, who dropped 5 places, was down in 20th at one point. Mondi crosses the line next, followed by Spetsky, completes out the points in 4th, but counts a dub. And now I wait for the others. Just see lots of data line 24th. Stuglis will cross 25th. And Navin Lau will be the last finisher in 26th. Looks like 78 is still the advantage, but will he sustain it? Find out tomorrow. See ya.